Jess Jackson with iHeartRadio Canada for Rockin Thunder Fest in Edmonton, Alberta, and I am joined by Colin, John Angus, and Jack from the Trews, who are hitting the stage day 2 of Rockin Thunder Fest. We were kind of just talking about this off the air, but there's so many bands in this festival this year. Have you guys shared the stage or at least watched almost everyone at some point in the career?
We've shared the stage with every band that we're playing with tonight. So we played with Default back in the early days, like 2004. Played with Sam Roberts all throughout our career, Anywhere. And we actually played with Stone Temple Pilots last 2 summers ago in St. John's, Newfoundland. And we played with Weezer. We did a tour with them. And then we did a couple of just one-off festivals. So it's kind of cool.
We also played with Stone Temple Pilots in Winnipeg in 2000 and whatever, 10, yeah. When Scott Weiland was still in the band, and they were then and still are such a phenomenal live band.
So this is kind of like a reunion show back again in 2025?
100%.
Okay, so when you're on a stage, particularly an outdoor stage, and it's a beautiful day for Rockin Thunder Fest, what can you actually see in the crowd? I'm always curious. Can you see people's posters? Can you see the emotion in their face? Can you see everything?
Yeah, as long as if it's daylight, you can see everything, and some people don't know that you can see them when it's nighttime because the lights aren't on them or something like that, but you can pretty much see everything.
Is there anything you've seen that was maybe a little bit shocking, or like maybe that was that moment where you thought, oh, they probably don't know we can see them?
I think there was like a lady in North Bay last year that was like,
undressing in the audience.
Undressing, and
she had this tank top on and nothing underneath it, and she was like purposely like lifting her arms so that everything.
Okay.
And her boyfriend was sitting next to her, like encouraging her to do it.
Yeah, it was.
I think she knew we saw her though.
It was weird.
Okay, but you remembered it, right? A clearly memorable moment.
It's memorable.
Okay, if you're ever on tour with someone, and maybe this has happened, that isn't from Canada or maybe hasn't been here yet or only a couple times, have you ever got to introduce them to something that is truly Canadian, like a poutine, cheesies, anything like that?
Ketchup chips.
Yes.
We have a band out of the States that's good friends with us called Red Wanting Blue, and we sort of took them on tour up here a few times, and I think they had us ship them some ketchup chips in the mail after they got back.
They said that they had a house guest who ate all of their Canadian stuff that they collected, and I got the idea to send them a box full of like they can't get craft dinner. Like there's certain things that
they have craft dinner, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
And same with the cereals. The cereals and the Oreo cookies apparently are like different secret sauce.
I remember when we worked with Jack Douglas on our second record. He's a very famous American producer. He thought it was so hilarious that Double Double.
Oh,
he never heard of Tim Hortons, and he never heard of Double Double, and he used to just say like, "Order me one of those medium gobble gobbles."
Gobble gobble.
He just thought it was the strangest thing, and it was just so normal for any Canadian to just say a Double Double from Tim Hortons, and he thought that was hilarious.
That's great. Okay, well, keeping on with that, is there anything that you've ever dropped around people like that where you think, oh gosh, like I am clearly Canadian right now?
Every time we say car or about, and like they just, like I've had American guys like just go, what'd you say? That's hilarious.
The other thing is we say lie down for a nap. Did you say lie down?
Yeah. My grandma used to say go for a lie down.
Americans have no idea what you're talking about. And also the Brits do. I think a lie down is a very British expression. But the other one was cutlery. We found ourselves in Kentucky on tour, and we said we got some food to go. I'm like, sorry, do you have any cutlery? They're like, what? Cutler what?
No, the other one is bathroom. Or is it washroom? No, it's
washroom.
So if I'm like, where's the washroom? Like, what? I'm like, well, first of all, like, is it that much of a stretch? But second of all, they're like, washroom. What are you talking about? I'm like, bathroom. Oh, okay, it's right there. Yeah. And the funniest thing though that they're leaving out is that we still do, but we tour a lot in America, and they used to treat us, they treat you a little bit like, oh, Canadians, So we started inventing Canadianisms that weren't even things, and we tell our American friends like, oh, we're gonna go jig a reel. They're like, what's that mean? So that's a Canadian thing, and then we get the Americans going around making fun of a thing that's just not a thing.
Yes.
And we just make it up because we're getting a little bit annoyed with the Canadians, and so yeah, we invented a bunch of stuff, but jig a reel comes to mind. So. Yeah.
Like a Rickyism, but they are truisms, right?
Truisms.
Yeah.
Truism's good.
Yeah.
Altruism. Yeah, altruism.
Okay. I figure you guys would probably get this a lot because I think it is more of an East Coast thing, but maybe it's just a Canadian thing when people will come up and say, oh, you know, your old neighbor knows my sister's aunt. Have you ever actually known the person that they're talking about?
Never, but we do get that a lot. It's like we will find ourselves in like Alabama or Tennessee or somewhere like that, and they'll be like, my cousin's Canadian. And we're like, okay, like
Great.
there's like 40 million of us, dude. Like, I mean, the chances that I know your cousin are pretty slim.
I just go, yeah, no, I hate that guy.
He sucks. I don't want to sell any of your other songs short, but there's something about your latest single, Bloody Light, that just, I love it. Like, I get covered in goosebumps. I was listening to it this morning and I started tearing up, and I don't know if it's a certain part in the lyrics, but something about that song just feels different and feels kind of like home, I guess. So can you kind of speak to maybe when you wrote the song or when you perform it, anything special about that?
It was our first collaboration with Brett and Jay from the Glorious Sons, who ended up producing our latest record. And the record took a long time to make. We were making it pretty much since about the beginning of 2023, and we went through a bunch of different producers, a bunch of different, we had a couple lineup changes, or just one lineup change. And Brett and John Angus were hanging out one night, and John Angus produced and discovered the Glorious Sons, so we've been friends with them for a long time. And Brett just asked if he could produce just one song for us, and we gave him a shot. And the first song we did was Bloody Light. And we're like, well, this is friggin' amazing. And so that was the first thing we did with those guys, and then that became the lead-off song from the record and the name of the record. So I'm glad you like it. I'm glad it feels like home, and I'm glad you get goosebumps.
Yeah. Okay. One more question before I let you go. We are live at Rockin Thunder Fest in Edmonton, Alberta. The Trews are hitting the stage for day 2. If someone was new to your guys' road crew, is there someone in particular you would maybe give them a heads up about, and why? It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe just maybe watch out for that guy.
From the band?
Yeah, or the crew. Or maybe it's hey, if you want something cool, go see this guy.
Basically, if you want to hang out and party, go hang out with Jack. If you want to hang out and party, don't go to me, because I don't. So maybe they warn like Colin's boring, Jack's fun. I don't know what they warn them about, but that's it.
For all your weed preferences, go to Jeff or Theo.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. Honestly, you guys, this has been a real treat. I think you are one of Canada's great bands, so this was really an honor to sit here and chat with you, and I'm so excited to see you on the stage.
Thank you for having us.
Yep.
Cheers.